Greetings, jazz aficionados. Lovers of the craft, we like to call modern music. That's what Charlie Parker liked to call it. It's been a while since I posted, and I just wanted to let you know I'm still out here focusing in on my teaching, focusing in on, becoming a better music educator, and still working. I just finished, during the summer, I finished my master's, and I'm going to upload some videos concerning that process. I had a wonderful experience. I learned a lot. I've already had, I have some students as a result of that, and also I've been able to teach a master class already. So I'm already excited for all the things that I've been doing since I graduated with my master's in jazz studies. All right, but the reason for this video is that I wanted to deal with this topic. You know, this is kind of related to you are your own best teacher. If you want to know more about that, you can go through some of my other videos, and I talked about that you are your own best teacher. But I have a little segue, and here it is. This is, don't base your success on the success of top players. Don't base your success on the success of top players. You know, when I was teaching this master class, we were talking about there being many different levels. And so there are all kinds of levels, and you need to be true to yourself and true to what you are attempting to do. You know, don't try to do what someone else is doing. You know, I was watching a YouTube video, Jazz Great. I mean, a lot of people don't know who he is. I know who he is. A lot of you may know him. It's Chad Lefkowitz Brown, fantastic saxophone player, probably one of the top sax players out there. But if I was to say, I will never get where he's going, where he's at, because he is so far ahead of where, for me to get there, I would have to practice 12 and 13 hours a day to even be able to come close. And it's just not going to happen. I don't have time. And so I'm not giving the excuse for not working towards bettering myself, but it would be unwise for me to compare my success to his success, because we're all different. We all have gifts, and we all influence people in a certain way. I believe that's one of the highest level, and that's like, as much as I like him and I love the way he play, I would much rather listen to Branford. That's a whole nother level. He'd probably say the same thing. I would much rather listen to Branford Marsalis. And there's just different levels. There's just different expectations. So I want to encourage you, don't compare yourself with someone else as far as, I need to be here. You know, you can have goals for yourself. You say, I would like to be here, but don't talk down to yourself. Don't say, look, I'm not like Chad Lefkowitz Brown. I'm not like Branford Marsalis. I'm not like you fill in your favorite player, because you may not be right now, but you could be. Or you may have a different emphasis, a different way to communicate. You know, I really feel like I should bring that out, because I think many of us, we go into hero worship, and we worship our heroes. And I say worship, I don't believe you should worship anything but God. But what I'm referring to is hero worship. You begin to put a person on a pedestal, and you put them at a level so high, and you know that they are a great player, but then you beat yourself up, you tear yourself down, and you say, I will never be able to, attain unto that. I'll never be able to do that. And you just have to see, look, I would very much like to do a solo like John Coltrane and Charlie Parker or Cannonball Adderley And I'm a sax player, flute player, so I'm concentrating on woodwinds. I could say J.J. Johnson. I could say Curtis Fuller. But here it is. You are you, and they are who they are. So we shouldn't get into the habit of trying to be someone else. I think a lot of people mistell this story that I'm about to tell. Many people that listen to Sonny Stitt say that Sonny Stitt was just copying Charlie Parker. That's not true. Sonny Stitt was who he was before Parker. I believe it's in the book Bird Lives, and it has an interview with Sonny Stitt, asking him about Charlie Parker. And Charlie Parker and Sonny Stitt, they met up in the Billy Eckstine band. That's the band which had Dizzy Gillespie, then it had Charlie Parker, of course, and it had Sonny Stitt, and it had Dexter Gordon, it had J.J. Johnson. That band was packed. Well, Sonny Stitt was playing second alto. And when he first heard Charlie Parker and Charlie Parker first heard him, Charlie Parker said, "Man, you sound like me." And Sonny Stitt said, "I can't help it if I sound like that. That's how I sounded before." So I did want to tell you there was some kind of cross-pollination there that a lot of people they don't talk about, they don't think about. They want to downplay Sonny Stitt and say he was just copying Charlie Parker, but the truth is Sonny Stitt was who he was. I forget who said it, but they said if there had not been a Charlie Parker, there would have always been a Sonny Stitt. And it's just true. So don't try to be someone else. You be who you are. You be who God made you to be, and you better yourself. Better yourself, and work on improving your craft, improving what you're all about. Just being able to say what you can say. No one expects a child to get up and give a PhD dissertation on, I don't know, whatever subject that's higher level. No one expects a child 3 or 4 to get up and do that. But there are children who can get up at 5 and 6 and give a higher level discussion. Why? Because maybe they're gifted in that area. So I just wanted to bring that out, and we can really look up to a lot of these players, but don't tear yourself down. Don't beat yourself up. Be patient with yourself, and knowing that this is a journey. It's not just A, B, you're done. It's A, then B, then C, then D, then E, then F, and even when you get to Z, then it's Z, and then it's A, and then B, C, and you get what I'm saying. It's a journey. There's many levels. So I just want to encourage you, some of my students that are listening to this, you may not be able to play some of the things I play. That's right now. But the way I teach you, you're going to get better. So I just want to encourage all my listeners, all those who are subscribing to my channel, feel free to make sure you subscribe to this channel so that way you can know when I have another video coming out. All right, you have a good day wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.